everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a team that can get it done on the ground. The Redskins are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against a Bears team that wants to keep the running game in check.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Redskins. Now Trubisky on first down. Flushed out right. And he's got some space here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
4 yards remaining now on second down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Throwing here, Trubisky. He finds his man, Baldwin. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They go with Howard again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go. Green, 30.
Now Trubisky to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevens. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
On 3rd down, Trubisky being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep back, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. First carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run again with Perine. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, he really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Bears on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. Oh, wide open, complete. Past the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it, too.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a loss yard.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Doug Baldwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Again, here's P. Ryan. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Check 26. Check 26.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go now. Green 39. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a carry for P-Ryan. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Here we go now. Green 39.
Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landing. Watch it now, Barney. Over. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll look to throw here. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Green 39.
Here's P-Ryan. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hurry up, here we go. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it here with P-Ryan. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Detroit! All right, here we go.
They'll drop the throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, they run with Howard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
This is Howard on 2nd down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Trying the right side with Howard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Trubisky will throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. Calling a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. he's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On the toss play, Howard. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Try to punch it in with Howard into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage, where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control him. And what I love about the good defensive tackle, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Second down now after the incompletion.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Shrugs him off. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
All right, here we go. Blue, landed.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10.
Over. Here we go now. Blue, landed.
Now Pirine. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Back out, Philly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue, landed. Blue. No.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
His throw caught right around the 6. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Parkey's kick is good. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So out now come the Redskins. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And that's complete. It's Sims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He'll drop to throw, setting up the screen to Pirine. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They're going to look to throw. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he is knocked down from the side. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. In the red zone this time. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. So they're going to go for 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First and 10, it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. Now it's Trubisky. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves his sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Here's Trubisky. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They come out here in the eye. Ball spotted at the 4. It's second and goal. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they go screen, it's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. They'll set up a throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A very solid gain of 27. Back to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And just shutting him off there. A good pickup there at 22.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here we go now. Green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
All right, now look at 56. Watch it now, Barney. Set. Blue line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Green 39! Green 39!
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here. Brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
The quick slant caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
Looking deep. He's got him in. Complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Again to Howard. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Bears on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Trubisky will throw. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now let's go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Here we go now. Leopard.
Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Able to spin free, and he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Looking to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Again, it's Howard. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. That's complete to Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. They go play action here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And now all eyes here on the backup as he takes under center. Now Howard. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The punter lock out there now as he sends it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Boom, landing.
They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. This one caught by Crowder. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll go to P-Ryan, trying to pound it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now Bridgewater. That's caught by Meredith right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
To throw is Bridgewater. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Well, time not on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope.
No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now.
Here's Bridgewater. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So now a 1st and 20. Bridgewater. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Bridgewater. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Bears, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.